You're at Father Fish. Nice to have you with us.
Or hello, Naresh. So anyway, you want to talk about the Anoxic question that
Yeah,
Water
I
Culture asked
do.
you
I
yesterday?
do. Water Culture asked about this yesterday, and I kind of put off dealing with it.
Yeah.
It's sort of a sensitive topic, and what I'm not altogether comfortable talking about, because I have negative feelings about it and negative attitudes about it. And they're based on a couple of different things. Certainly not in any way based on Dr. Novak or his presence on YouTube. He is by any measure a very gentle man, a very kind man, uh, and one who does not speak ill of others. And so it is not my desire at all to speak ill of him, and I will not. What I find with the whole issue of anoxia and anoxic filtration, however, is frankly every time it comes up, I'm troubled by it. And I guess the simplest thing I can say about it is that it seeks to deal with an issue that for me is a non-issue. And that is the issue of nitrates. In my conversations with Stephen the biologist, and the research his laboratory has done on nitrates, plus my own experience with nitrates, I have never found nitrates to be of any concern whatsoever in an aquarium, regardless of their level. So I can appreciate setting up a filtration system in a large pond like a koi pond in an effort to control nitrates, particularly where there are a large number of very big fish in a large outdoor pond. That certainly could be an issue, particularly when those fish can be worth thousands of dollars, and every effort is made to keep them as healthy as possible. The research done by various koi clubs and organizations in England studying this system found that essentially what it creates is a nitrate sink. Now, a sink is a media that absorbs certain elements, and it absorbs them up to its capacity. Once it reaches that capacity, it no longer absorbs them. And this was the problem that those groups discovered with this system. It worked for a while and then it didn't. So there's that issue. But the bottom line for me is have developed in conjunction with a number of scientists and a number of traditions, including the Planted Aquarium. I use a deep dirt system and I cap it with sand. Now the cap is my adaptation, and I do that simply to prevent the nutrients that are in the soil from getting into the water column at an alarming rate. They get in, but at a much more controlled rate. Let me pick up this.
I'd
There
say
it is.
Father Fish Broadcast Illusions.
Yeah,
Yes,
got
yep,
it. Thank you.
became a member.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
you
Broadcast.
so much. So what I have discovered is that the deep substrate controls nitrates by putting those nitrates through a biological cycle that burns them up, that uses them as plant material. So it winds up being a system far more effective than simply creating a sink that will absorb up to a point and then stop absorbing. In addition to which, as I said, I've found in my experience that nitrates are simply never a problem. They can get pretty high and still not be a problem. And they're the simplest thing in the world to control. You just do a water change, and that knocks it in half or whatever, depending on the water you put in. So that's my thing about
Anoxic.
Anoxia, right?
Hello.
Well, I hope you found something you've never seen before. Have a great day. Nice to have you with us. Come on back.